So what's up, everybody? It's the Brownwaterb Banter podcast. I am Jared Seymour, and I am here today through Zoom with Jennifer Noble from the Cheeky Monkey Cake Company. Jennifer, how are you doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing good. It's kind of a different world we're living in today, but we're making it. So,
Yeah, super different. Doing everything through the internet now, right?
right. Which is very different from us. We're a very personal, company. We like to, all of our cakes are custom. And the way that we do that is kind of getting to know our customers a little bit just through, some back and forth and just talking to them and getting to know them and what their likes are and styles and so forth. And we can't do that over the internet. So it's
Yeah.
been a little bit different and a little bit of a struggle.
Tell people that may be hearing about Cheeky Monkey for the first time through this interview, because I'm gonna plaster this all over the internet. What tell them what you do. Like you say, you do custom cakes for people.
We
How
do.
long have y'all been in business? You know, that kind
We
of thing.
we opened up in 2011. Actually, we used to be located in D'Iberville, but we are Biloxi born and raised. So we came home a little over 3 years ago, and so we're now located in Biloxi on DeBees Road. We are a custom cake shop. A lot of people may know us for our cupcakes because we do cupcakes. We normally do cupcakes every single day, anywhere from 15 to 25 flavors a day. Filled, topped differently, all kinds of things, salted caramel, turtle, strawberry cheesecake, all these fantastic flavors. We also do cookies, brownies, teeny cake bites, things like that. But what we are actually is a custom cake shop. We specialize in cakes for birthdays, weddings, sweet 16s, corporate events, baby showers, all kinds of things. And it is truly custom. We try not to do anything the same. And that's where the internet is kind of making things difficult, is because we can't get that personal touch with our customers, and we can't get that, time to get to know them. It's very clinical, and this is what I need, this is the theme, and here you go. So it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. What are y'all using any types of technologies like this, like to try to talk to your customers at all? I mean, I'm sure that's not easy for sure.
It's not
People.
easy. We have. There's been a few of them, some of our existing clients, especially with our brides, because obviously weddings are out right now. And that is a major part of our business, is weddings and large events. So we have a lot of brides that are having to reschedule. But we have brides that were on the books that we had not designed their cake yet. And so we hadn't had that consultation yet. So we're doing a lot of that through internet, through Zoom and Skype and things like that. So that's nice, but it's hard to kind of pin people down, and they feel like they got to get dressed up to do a video chat, and that's not necessarily the case because I'm not dressing up.
Yeah, yeah, it's different. I know, like, I've been doing this podcast for a little while now, and so we're a little bit familiar with the internet stuff as far as video and all that stuff goes. But there's a lot of people who are being thrown into this that have no
Yeah.
zero experience with it and don't want to have experience with it.
Right, exactly. And they don't. And so a lot of them want to discuss things through email, which, like I said, it's clinical. There's not a lot of personal touch there. So it has been difficult.
That's right. And so obviously y'all are still open, right? Just in a different
Um,
capacity.
we're in a much different capacity. We have stopped doing our front of the store. The front of the store is closed, but we have orders on the books, and we're still fulfilling those orders. We are still taking orders, but honestly, at this point, I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest,
Hmm.
we're not making any money. We're bleeding money every day. Right now, in our amount of refunds and cancellations, we're looking at about the $20,000 mark since this started, um, which is difficult for a small business.
Yeah.
But we have no new cakes coming in. Some of the orders have gone from large events of 30, 40 people down to 5 or 6 people. So they have continued to keep an order on, but we're refunding most of that money back. Or some of them are letting us use it as a store credit. And of course that is helping, but for the most part, it doesn't. The orders that we have, for instance, we did take some Easter orders for this weekend, mainly because we wanted people to remember who we were.
Right.
So we kind of put it out there on the internet that we're taking a limited number of cupcake orders. This is what we're going to have. Get your order in, but it's actually going to cost us money to come in and do them. But we don't want people to forget who we are.
That's
So
right.
we wanted to kind of keep that information out there.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, like you mentioned, though, weddings are out right now. I would
Mhm.
assume most big events are out right
Oh,
now.
yeah, we do a lot of corporate events. We do a lot of casino work with the casino and the different hotels and things like that. With some of their big conventions and things like that that come in, they're not coming. They're everything has been shut down. So it's been difficult. And
What is still out there right now? You said you're going to make the cupcakes for Easter, kind of like as a keeping your
yeah,
name out there. I
just kind
get
of
that.
keeping my name out there. And other than that, that's it. We have small family gatherings. We have several cakes this weekend, but I think they're all 6-inch round cakes, which feeds like 4 people.
Right. Right. So
And
maybe
that's
some
it.
birthday stuff still going on.
We're still doing birthdays. We're still doing, I think one of the cakes we have this weekend is like a graduation, somebody graduating that online basically because they're not
Right.
going to school. But it's a graduation, but it's a small family celebration that feeds like 4 people. So
So like a Zoom cake
yeah, pretty
or a
much, pretty
computer
much.
cake.
Exactly, a computer cake. And actually, we've done a couple of those. I know one of the cakes that we're doing this weekend is a virtual party cake. It's child's birthday, so they're going to have the cake at their house, but it's a virtual party. They're going to be, visiting with their friends online, which is just crazy to me that we live in a world that does that.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not anything I don't think any of us expected, but it's here. So we just have to do
Yeah.
the best we can with it and deal with it. How, if you don't mind me asking, how many employees do you have and how are they handling this? Are they doing okay with it?
We normally have 5 employees. We're not working right now.
Right.
I am keeping them on the payroll as long as I can. Because they're family.
Right.
Some of them literally are family, and some of them are like have been with me so long that they are like family. So they are still getting a check, but we're not working. I have 2 of them that will be in here today that will be working with me to get things ready. One of them is my sister, so I'm exposed to her all the time, and the other one is my son's best friend, so I'm exposed to him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to keep with that social distancing. Of course, we're taking all the precautions that we always do. We always wear gloves and stuff like that. But now we're hyper aware of things.
Right.
We're doing those extra steps and sanitizing way more often, probably way more than we should. But we'd rather be safe than sorry.
That's right. The reason I asked that question is because a lot of times we talk about the business owners and stuff, but I don't want to forget. Somebody mentioned to me, like, don't forget about the employees as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're going through this just like the owners are.
Yeah, absolutely. They're scared, they're worried. One of the ones that came in with me this morning, she's already asked, what are we doing? Do I need to file for employment? I'm like, not yet. We're going to continue to pay you as long as we can. Checks might be a little late, but
Yeah.
and there are things out there to help small businesses. The SBA did pass, some assistance, but it's slow coming. We applied for it feels like a month ago, but it's only
Right.
been, it's only been it's only been about a week. But we haven't seen it come through yet. So it's slow going. They are inundated and it's slow getting out there. So we're hoping it comes through soon because there's not a whole lot more time that I can keep them on without.
That's right. That's right. I was going to ask if you had heard about that, and anybody that's watching or listening, be sure to go SBA.gov, I believe is what it is. We even put an episode out. I had a CPA on here, Jordan Church, and Eric from Bancorp South, who is, does the SBA stuff for Bancorp. And we talked about that. I mean, there's programs out there, but of course, no one really knows when you're going to get it, right? You can't really bank on I mean, I'm sure it's coming, but like, how do you as a business owner plan for that when you don't know when, right?
Right. Exactly. There's a couple of programs that are very specific to the small business, and it's the EIDL, which is the Emergency Income Disaster, loan through the SBA, and then there's the PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection Program. You can get one or the other. You can't get both, from what I understand at this time. That was the
Okay.
most recent thing that we heard yesterday. But even the banks are still they're not sure how to do it. They're kind of up in the air on, okay, they're still waiting for information because it was passed so quickly with zero backing or information for the banks to kind of guide them on how to do it.
That's exactly what they told me on the
Yeah.
episode that we did. That's exactly what they said.
So we're in a holding pattern because they're in a holding pattern. They're not sure if or when it'll come through and how quickly they can get it farmed out to people. So
Okay. Well, look, one other thing I want to ask you about. I believe I saw this on the internet somewhere. Are you doing some type of cupcakes for heroes kind of thing? Did I
we
read that right?
we are. It's kind of something of course, we've always been very active in our community. All of our cupcakes and stuff that we do on a daily basis, we don't keep anything past 24 hours. So at the end of the day, every day when we would be here and we'd have cupcakes left over, we'd always take them to our first responders, whether it be the police department or fire department, or if sometimes during the cold weather shelters would be open, we would take them around to different places in our community. And we haven't been able to do that. And so we kind of feel like we're missing out on that because we've always done something for the community.
Hmm.
So we decided to do an Adopt a Hero program where when we are here making cupcakes and taking orders, for instance, this weekend, you can either order a dozen or a half dozen for yourself, or you can adopt a hero for $25, and we will take a dozen of our gourmet cupcakes to various frontline places, whether it be the hospital or the police department or the fire department, medical clinics, things like that are still open, still out there testing people every day, treating people every day, coming in contact with people who are affected, and maybe you can't get out. So that's what we're doing for this weekend. So we still have availability to adopt a hero. They can email us at simon@cheekymonkeykcakes.com and check that out. And we plan on doing that every single week that we do that we're taking orders.
Okay. Okay. I'd like to do that. I'd like to be on behalf of the podcast and myself, sponsor one of what you said, a dozen, and
Yeah,
and then y'all can just send it wherever you feel it's most useful. So I think that's a
awesome.
great idea.
Thank you.
And people that are listening, if you want to be a part of that, you said the email address there. Can they also get in touch with you through Facebook in any capacity through your?
They can get in touch with us through our website, which
Okay.
is cheekymonkeykcakes.com. There is a contact form on there that they can just, to contact us, and they can fill it out and ask us about it there. I am attached to the email right now because there's so many things happening and so many things going on. So somebody will get back to you very quickly through there.
Okay. Well, look, Jen, thank you so much for taking the time to jump on here and talk with me. I really appreciate it. I hope, best of luck with everything. If there's anything we can do to help get the message out, you just let us know. Okay.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.